What is up, guys, gals, and non binary pals? I just realized that I've been sitting there broadcasting for 10 minutes and I'm private. Oh my goodness. All right, let me make sure that I'm saving. I was like, why is nobody here? It doesn't make sense. Oh my lord. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I get. All right, let me save. Um, yeah, whoops helps if you make it a public live. Oh man. Okay, well, hi everybody. Hope you're doing well. My name is Naomi. Welcome to House of Miscellanea. It is Tuesday, and apparently I just spent 10 minutes all alone just broadcasting to my own private self. I was like, could not figure out why, like, legitimately there were zero views. No one was joining, which is fine. It would have been fine, but I think I figured it out. And that is because I had set my privacy to private, which nobody can see that if you set your privacy to private. Yeah. So, anyways, oh man, having a moment, I tell you. Anyways, I am in the getting down. I felt like, you know what, I had so many freaking things that I needed to just get kitted down that I better get started. Hi to people in the chat this time now that I'm not private. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Crystal. Yeah, I was wondering what was going on too. I'm like, how are there zero views and zero people? Like, this never, I could, like, for 10 minutes, I could see a few minutes nobody would be here, but like 10? Yeah, that was my own fault. Okay, so God, uh, at least I figured it out, Kayleen. That is exactly right. So I am kidding down Evening Melodies by Abraham Hunter. It's 31 colors, and you know what? I had a ridiculous amount of extras with this kit. So in the last 10 minutes that I was sitting here broadcasting to myself. Oh my God. What's up, Vicky? Yeah, I don't know, man. Um, I have a full extra bag of 336. I had, and then plus, okay. I have a full extra bag of 312, and I have more even in here. I have a whole bunch of 939, which, yeah, I had so much extra, but there were a lot of extra bags. My 823, it was a lot. But I mean, the whole kit is blue. So every blue you can imagine was already in it. 792. Yeah, I had a lot of extras for it. But anyways, well, I'm glad everybody is here. I actually have a game that we can play while I am working on a kit down, and I need some advice from you guys on what to work on for gods and goddesses. And I have I've been kind of withholding some details because I actually saw that there was a an event called Myths and Legends or something, and it's going on from the 1st through the 30th of June. But I think I'm going to go ahead and do that with mine. I was really trying to make a decision, like, do I want to? Do I not want to? Is it a waste of time? I'm just going to do it. I'm not even going to worry about it because their event is probably I mean, well, one, it has a whole bunch of things that it encompasses, which is great. But I don't think it's going to be the same as mine. So I'm not going to worry too much about, that I'm stepping on somebody's toes or something like that, because that's definitely not the point. That said, I have a game for us to play, and I enjoyed playing Would You Rather so much when it was just like the diamond painting edition that I thought, well, why not play Would You Rather, but make it like crafting, right? Because it could be a lot of things. And I figured we could play a Would You Rather game like while I'm doing this kit down, and then maybe we can talk about what kit I want to work on, all the fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? What are you guys up to? It is a beautiful Tuesday. The weather is getting hotter all the time here. We're gonna start reaching some 80-degree days. It is May. That is ridiculous for the state of Wisconsin, first and foremost. That just means we're gonna have a hot balls summer. I'm not really looking forward to that. Are you guys diamond painting? Are you just chilling, trying to keep cool? Like, what are you guys doing? I went over to my in-laws for Mother's Day, one to take my mother-in-law a plant that we got for her, and also to kind of check in on the status of the garage because I have some pens I need to turn, and it seems like I'm going to go over there, I believe, during this week. I'm going to finish up helping him get some lumber moved, which is going to be a process because we've got to like do a switcheroo from, you know, out of the garage into the trailer, out of the trailer into the, you know, other trailer or whatever. And then should be good to go. But diamond painting. Okay, what are 92 degrees? Oh, hell no. All right, what are you guys diamond painting? Anything good? I saw, Vicky, that you finished Rainbow Tornado. That's pretty cool. Quite the accomplishment. It's a beautiful kit, too. It really is. Did you get the other color out of place? Waiting for dinner to be served. Ooh. Somebody ought to be serving me dinner. That's how I feel about it. Dustin makes pizza, but he's not here. He took Beans for a drive because Beans is extra barktastic today. But, you know, it's nice weather. So, of course, everyone that can be on the street is on the street walking around. Geez, dropping stuff. And, you know, I'm sitting there going, where is everybody? Like, nobody's here. This is really weird. Like, maybe they're just out enjoying the nice weather. But to have 0 views, like, at least I would have a few people pop in by accident. Oh, man. What a dingus. Glad I figured that out, though. I was like, something's weird here. Something's really weird. Because I was like, I'll just set this to private. I don't want to embarrass myself, you know, that nobody's here. And I'm like, oh, it is private. Well, son of a biscuit. Look at me being all smart, knowing how to use technology and crap. Still on Van Gogh's vases. Ooh, or vases. Dragon Seasons. Emma Casey. Okay. Sitting there kidding down Rainbow Tornado. Now, did you get the newest color out of place? I know you said your husband was really into it, Vicky. Landmore 898. Nope. Nope. See, that's when you say, if you're so into it, why don't you pay for it? I'm just gonna, here was my thinking on it, right? So I have to be honest with you. Like, I was having a full ass moment about that diamond painting because I would like to have all of the color out of places. You know, I love them as artists and artist, I should say. I'm not sure if color out of place is a man or a woman. I'm not certain. They don't put up any genders or anything, but I love them as an artist. And I got to thinking about it and I was like, you know what though? I can wait till it restocks, and here's why. I know I am not going to kit it up like the minute that it gets here. So there's no reason that I can't wait. I mean, granted, I don't know that the tariff situation is going to be any better or worse. I have no clue, but what I do know is that I don't need it immediately because I didn't have the money for it anyways. You know what I mean? What did I ask? I asked whether or not Vicky got the newest color out of place. Worried about Saturday. Yeah. I get that. But yeah, I was like, I'm not likely to kit it up immediately. I've really narrowed it to one artist that, like, when it drops, I would like to have it, and that's Morales. I can't do that with every artist. You know what I mean? I can't afford to anyways. So it is what it is. Are you working on anything, Wallflower? And welcome. Hi, Jamie. So, yeah, so I didn't get it, but I'm not fretting about it. I know they would be silly not to restock it for one. And I know that I wasn't going to kit it up the minute that it gets here. I have enough diamond paintings right now that, you know, it wasn't likely to be something that I kitted up the minute it got to my house. So I was able to control my emotions. I'm very proud of myself because, you know, 6 years ago, that wouldn't have been the case. If I don't buy Saturday and it's still there. Oh, it's gone. It's long gone, I'm sure, isn't it? That was one that sold out like immediately, didn't it? Pretty positive. I mean, I know it's sold out in VIP. I don't know if it's sold out in general too. I hadn't actually looked. I think it did though, because I put it on my I put it on my wish list. So I'm pretty sure it's already sold out. There's something special anticipated for Saturday. Ooh, playing some Animal Crossing. Ooh. I don't think so. I'm not certain. They didn't today. So I don't know. Very weird. Okay. So I got together some questions for a would you rather. But this time it's like a would you rather for crafting. Just generally crafting, not specifically for diamond painting. And I thought, okay, we can play a little general would you rather for crafting. But that would be just fine. And hopefully it won't anger Jamie. So pissed I missed Laundry Cat's restock. Oh no. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, Jamie. Which color out of place restocked, Vicky? I didn't even look. Well, let's find out. I didn't look at the restocks. The only one I'm looking for is Island of Time, which I'm sure will be restocking before I have money again, because that's just the way that goes. But it looks like, oh, wasn't it Color of Fear? Yeah, Color of Fear. Yeah, no, I'm not looking for Color of Fear. I'm looking for Island of Time. I think it's going to be a while before that comes out, though, just because. Hi, Susan. You're working with the goddess and her tiger. Welcome to the live. Hi, Ms. Rock Music. Welcome, welcome. And would you, Ms. Rock Music, would you like me to call you Ms. Rock Music, or do you have a preferred name that you'd like me to use for you? And I will try to remember it. I'm usually pretty good about remembering names. But I'll call you whatever you want me to call you. Like Wallflower, I know what Wallflower's name is, but I call Wallflower Wallflower because that's what she wants me to call her. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want me to call you like, I don't know, Joe or something, then I'll call you Ms. Rock Music. Oh, thank you, Jamie. But yeah, so I didn't get that one. I honestly, before the Color Out of Place, I was looking at that fish and I saw that sold out like with a quickness. I wasn't surprised about the cats one, the newest cats one, because that one was cute too. But I don't do I don't do animals, and it has to be really specific, you know. I'm very picky about the animals that I diamond paint. Okay. So this one is not taking long to get down at all because, well, it was only 31 colors. That's definitely helpful. Last week was rough. Yes, it was very, very rough. That was a doozy. Did you get the Morales, Jamie? You get Dark Lilith? So beautiful. I have a feeling we're Mrs. Butter D anytime because we haven't seen a new one from her in a minute. All right, let's see. 742. Nope. That could be 7. Not even with this kit. This is not even with this kit. I don't. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it just seems like a good time for them to put a Mrs. Butter D out. Got her. Boobs and a sword. Yeah. Ms. Rock music or Ms. Rock is fine. And it's Christina also. I'm good with whatever. All right. Ms. Rock music is also Christina. Unless that's pronounced differently than Christina, in which case I'll just say Ms. Rock, Ms. Rock music, but I think it's Christina. Now, Susan, you said it's your first time in a live. Welcome to you. I don't know if you watch other, but generally on my live stream, I'm either diamond painting or getting something up, getting something down. And then we're usually playing some kind of a game also. Like we'll do trivia games or we'll do like a would you rather, or we'll do like a scavenger hunt or something. We do something usually, whatever it happens to be. We play some sort of a fun game just for S's and G's. Oh, I nailed it. Oh, good. Good. I was like, Christina, because some people have weird parents. Like, okay, for instance, I knew a school teacher and he was telling me about weird names in his classroom. And he had and I thought for sure, like, he was completely screwing around with me. Like, there was no way that this was true, but he swears up and down that this is 100% factual, that he had a student whose name was pronounced Pregnancy, because her mom saw it in the doctor's office. It would make a pretty name, Pregnancy. And I was like, that's sort of like that whole Lemangelo, Orangelo type joke where it's orange jello or lemon jello, whatever. No, he said 100% her name was Pregnancy. And I was like, why did parents hate their kids? I don't understand. Watch tons of videos. Oh, well, thank you for watching the videos and thank you for joining me on the live. I'd like to think we have a good time around here, except when I piss people off really, really badly with my would you rather questions. Those generally can get a little touchy because you can only pick one or the other. You know, you can't go with option A and B. You get Tanya, Kristen, and Crystal. Okay. Last week you got The Color Out of Place, the Peggy Collins. Ooh, the Peggy Collins was a good one too. Wish list stats. Yeah, that Peggy Collins was good. The White Lotus. Oh my God. Again, if they hadn't dropped the Morales, like I was looking hard at that White Lotus. Of course, it goes with the Black Lotus too, which is beautiful. Like, that's a winner. All of it winning. 132. This is an older kit, so it only had 2 ABs in it. No other specials. Nothing special melodies, but it looks really good. Make your own rules. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Okay. So I put together a Would You Rather craft edition. Okay. And you can answer or not answer. You can abstain, I suppose, if you want to, if the choices get too hard for you. But I thought, why not? We'll play some crafting Would You Rather. Okay. While I'm getting this kitted down. So the first question is, would you rather have unlimited crafting supplies, but no space to store them, or a huge crafting space with very limited supplies? So, would you rather have unlimited crafting supplies, but no space to store them, or a huge crafting space with very limited supplies? And here's the funny thing, I already have a load of crafting supplies but no space to store them. And you just get creative. That's what it is. Growing vertically, you start putting things in places where they wouldn't normally go. You commandeer somebody else's areas. Like you just make it work, right? I'd rather personally have a bunch of supplies because the other thing too is like if I have the supplies and I'm not going to use them, I will 100% gift them to somebody else or um find somebody who does not have supplies and give them away or whatever, but that's I would much rather have supplies and no space because like what good is a big room that's empty? Like, what are you going to do with that? You already live in the first one? Fair enough. Hi, Allison. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would rather have supplies and little space because that's where I'm already at. Though, when my daughter finalizes her move into her boyfriend's dad's house, like for a short time while they're living there, I will be taking over her room and I will have a much larger space to work out of. Although Dustin's already kind of made it sound like he's gonna um load it up with plants. And I'm like, well, you think you're gonna load it up with plants, but you don't even know. You don't know that that's about to not happen. So let you go on thinking that. And that'll be your little secret. That will be your secret that you will keep. Okay, I'm missing a couple of bags. So we're going to just rewrite. That's what I usually do. That's for that. I usually just take one of these old bags and then, scratch out the numbers or whatever. Let me make sure it's not over here somewhere. I don't think it is, but whoop. But we shall find out. No. Nope. I'll just use up some old bags and figure it out. Got some old bags. The supplies, but I live in a 29-foot trailer. Okay, that's fair. So you're already living with that problem. Okay. Would you rather, oh God, would you rather always get glitter on everything you touch or have to use only neon colors in every project? Would you rather always get glitter on everything you touch or have to use only neon colors in every project? I mean, honestly, if I'm being really honest, I would 100% go with the neon colors because I mean, I like glitter, don't get me wrong, but I want glitter on everything. There's a reason that they call it craft herpes, right? So, nah, I'll skip that. I don't want to constantly look like I'm spending my Fridays at the strip club. You know what I'm saying? I'll work with neon colors and hard pass on the glitter. Does not sound like a great time to me. Plus, I can deal with neon colors, I think. I mean, I might get sick of them after a while, but at least I would have something that I'm known for that isn't just like getting glitter on everything. That sounds like a thing that like a 9-year-old would maybe enjoy. Give you the glitter, Marianne? Oh boy. Yeah, I suppose if you're not a person who enjoys like bright, and I mean, I don't prefer loud colors, but I'll do loud colors over glitter. Oh man. I remember for a while when I was working at the Renaissance Fair, you know, we would get glitter bombed as a show or whatever. And I would come home and it would be in every crevice of everything, my clothes, my face, my hair. I'd be like I'd be like q-tipping glitter out of my ears. Not fun. Not a lot of fun. Probably sprinkled it on my food and wouldn't have even noticed. Wouldn't have even been a thing. It'd just been like, well, that's my life now. Already looks like glitter with all the stray drills. I mean, yeah, there is that. Bigger glitter. Would you rather accidentally glue your fingers together once a week or drop your drills every time you sneeze? Would you rather accidentally glue your fingers together once a week or drop tiny beads or drills every time you sneeze? Well, see, I'm very careful about not sneezing while I'm working with my drills because I would just it'd get everywhere. So I hate dropping my drills. It's my least favorite thing to do. So I will 100% glue my fingers together once a week. I mean, it's only once a week, right? That's not that bad. I'll take the glued fingers any day. Looks like most people. Oh, except Vicky. Vicky wants to be sneezing and dropping drills, I guess. How often do you sneeze? What if you are having an allergic reaction to something and like legitimately every sneeze you're like psh, 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 psh. That does not sound awesome. That sounds exactly the opposite of awesome. Gotta have plenty of nail polish on hand. Yeah, there you go. Gotta get some turpentine or something. I don't know. Something to get rid of the all the glue. You ever hot glued your fingers? I'll tell you what, that sucks. That is not fun. Not even a little bit fun. Okay. There we go. We got through Evening Melodies. This is all of it. That was all my drills for Evening Melodies. And I don't think I'm going to worry about taking the ABs out for right now. I'm just going to leave them in here. And then I close it up and I put it in my bag with all the other ones that I have. Dropping drills fills me with anger I cannot articulate. That. Christina, that part. Yeah, but okay, you may rarely sneeze, but what if you have like hay fever or you're sick? Man, no way. No way. Won't do it. Can't do it. Okay. Next question. Would you rather craft only with duct tape for a month or only with paper towel rolls for a month? Would you rather craft only with duct tape for a month or only with paper towel rolls for a month? Okay, so I feel like personally, I could be really I could be really creative with duct tape because I've made all kinds of stuff with duct tape and you could honestly like YouTube all different kinds of projects with duct tape. I've made like roses on the ends of pencils. I've made wallets. I could make a purse out of duct tape, but I don't know what I could do with like paper towel roll. That doesn't sound fun or interesting to me. But I mean, maybe you guys know something I don't know about paper towel rolls. Okay, Vicky and Susan, what are you doing with paper towel rolls? Are you just building a cat tower? I mean, like, what are you doing with these paper towels that's fun and interesting? You have cats that would enjoy it? Okay, there's that. Beans likes to chew them. So he could have a good time, I suppose. I think this is Cauldron of Myrrh. Let me check. Yes, Cauldron of Myrrh. I gotta keep this down too. Cauldron of Myrrh is all done. That's this one, this beauty right here. Oh, there we go. This beauty, she's all finished. Took me like 6 days, 7 days. Long. All right. She is ready to be kitted down. Like I said, I got to make myself some storage room, man. I got nothing. I got nothing right now. Duct tape, because there's now several different colors. Yeah, that's the thing, too. You say tape. Okay. Me and duct tape got issues. Got it. Okay, that's fair. Not everybody's a duct tape person. That's totally fine. I just like that you can get it in basically like every shade, every design. It's all like you just got a lot to work with there, you know. Sorry about the plastic. Just trying to get this open. All right, Cauldron of Myrrh. Get these out and ready to go. I don't know. I have a thing about wasting plastic, you guys. Like all the plastic garbage with this particular craft is nerve-wracking. Very nerve-wracking. All right, next question. Would you rather have your pet knock over your entire craft table or lose your favorite pair of craft scissors forever? You buy new craft scissors, right? If your pet knocks over your entire craft table, like that could be catastrophic. I mean, I can find new scissors. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like I'll get over that. But if Beans came over here and just went hog wild and knocked everything down, I would be pretty angry and devastated, you know? Like that would be not great. I'm not even sure if these go with this particular kit. I think they actually went with something else, but somehow I got them. Yeah, I don't think these go with this, but that's okay. I don't know what they went with. Something else must be, because I don't have any other DAX going. So I guess it's just going to get taped up and put with this one, because I don't know. For now. 310. Yeah, we'll go ahead and open that up. Do this one first. So there's, yeah, like you can buy new scissors, right? You have to fret over losing some scissors. I'd like to think you just get some more. I mean, granted, okay, I really do. I got a 3-pack of Westcott brand, which they're good. Like Westcott brand is really good. I got a 3, it's like a 3-size deal, right? You get like 3 different sizes of the Westcott, and they're like aluminum or titanium non-stick. Like these are awesome. But I love this smaller size. Like it's perfect for the bags. It's like, because anything bigger, I'm not really cutting anything this size. This is perfect for cutting plastic. It's perfect for cutting the baggies open. Like they're just perfect size scissors. So I would just definitely have to go and find something close to this size. But if I lost these, I would just replace them with new scissors. I don't have a table, but I have a cart. Not doing that again. Oh my God. Yeah, that sounds horrible. That sounds awful. No, thank you. Next question. Would you rather make the same project 100 times or never be allowed to make the same project twice? Here's the thing. I grow bored very quickly. I am the kind of person who I can't be doing a project 100 times. Now diamond painting is very different from a lot of other crafts in that, you know, obviously you wouldn't buy the same diamond painting 100 times, but I would be okay if I never got to buy one of my diamond paintings twice. Like that wouldn't be the end of the world for me. You know what I mean? So I suppose if you're doing something that you need to be doing multiples of it, fine, but not with diamond painting. I'm totally cool if I can't do the same project twice. But doing it 100 times, nah. I love Margaret Morales, but I don't even think I could do a singular Margaret Morales 100 times. I loved Ajisai, I loved Mizuchira, I loved Down the Rabbit Hole, but I would not want to do any of those 100 times. No, thank you. Just nah. Nope and nope. There it is. All right. Would you rather teach a class of wild toddlers how to diamond paint or untangle 500 yards, of yarn every morning? Ooh. Would you rather teach a class of wild toddlers how to diamond paint or untangle 500 yards of yarn every morning? Oh, well, I don't know, man. Trying to teach toddlers to diamond paint? That just sounds like impossible. I mean, not that untangling yards of yarn would be all that easy, especially 500 yards of it. Listen, that would just basically be like babysitting some toddlers. You're not really going to teach them anything. I highly doubt that you would teach them anything. But would I rather hang out with, how many was it? Let's see. Class of wild toddlers, but it doesn't say how many wild toddlers. It could be two wild it could be a wild toddler. Well, I guess toddlers with an S assumes plurality. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's two wild toddlers. I can hang out with two wild toddlers, but I'm not going to sit and mess around with 500 yards of yarn every morning. That's just not happening. Nah. I mean, granted, like, would you get anything else done with your day if you were just sitting there untangling yarn every morning? I feel like you would not be getting work done. The rest of your day would just be kind of shot after you're messing with 500 yards of yarn. There's something about turning a mess of yarn. Yeah, that's true. You know what? That's actually true. I do really like to untangle things too. It just hits that, I don't know, hits that special OCD button. Sugar, what are you barking about? Miss Ma'am. Hey, Miss Ma'am, excuse you. Oh boy, are you getting mouthy with me? Is that mouthy? Okay, fine. Come on over here then. Could be Dustin getting home. Come here, Sugar. What are you booping about? Come here. The people must see you. Da 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 na 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 na. Sugar shaming. It is a sugar shame time. You look terrified. What's wrong with you? Oh, that's scary. Don't be a butt. Quit barking at nothing, okay? No more barking at nothing, you silly dog. Had to deal with unruly kids that'd be shot anyway for the rest of the. That's true. That is very true. Okay, next question. Would you rather accidentally spill paint on a nearly finished masterpiece or run out of the last piece of a limited edition kit. Okay. Like the last drills, I would assume, because it says last piece. I don't know. Would you rather accidentally spill paint on a nearly finished masterpiece or run out of the last, let's say the last color of drills on a limited edition kit? Well, so the beauty is that with regard to drills, right? You can replace drills. No, they might not necessarily be like, let's say it was a D stash, right? You're not obviously going to be getting from Diamond Art Club. So, well, you probably could if you snag it from another kit and you get all sneaky and then you contact DAC and you're like, oh, hey, yeah, I ran out of this kit that I actually have insurance on. And you could get sneaky and finagly about it. You can always get pieces. If places have good customer service, they should be willing to help you out anyways, even if it's limited edition. I can't, like, if I was painting something and I spilled paint like on something that I consider to be a masterpiece, I don't know. I would be pretty heartbroken. Whereas at least with missing pieces or things, like you can make something work. You can make something happen. Am I right? Yeah, for sure. For sure. You spill paint on something, that's just it's done for. Okay, do I actually have this color? I do. Um, next question. Oh man. Would you rather only craft at 2 a.m. every day, have to complete every project in under 30 minutes? So they have to be really small projects, right? I mean, that would definitely have to be a very small project. Um, so here's the thing. I am already awake and crafting at 2 a.m. anyway. As an autistic person or a person on the spectrum, that's when I like operate at my best because there's nobody awake. It's quiet in the house. I don't have like racing thoughts. I'm pretty nocturnal as a person. So, like, I can definitely handle just being at 2 in the morning to do my crafting. I don't know about you guys, but that's definitely my preference. Um, because yeah, that's I'm up at that time anyway. I can't see myself. I mean, yeah, if you were finishing projects in under 30 minutes, I'm assuming that those are going to be like stickers or maybe like paint gems or whatever. And I can't. That's like the question about whether or not you would rather work on really large pieces for the rest of your, like larger pieces or smaller pieces for the rest of your life. And I just can't see myself wanting to work on paint gems or stickers or coasters forever. So looks like most of you are agreeing with that. Sugar? Uh-uh. Bowie? Uh-uh. No sugar. Would you guys like a treat? Would you guys like a bone? I got treats. Yeah, I thought you might. All right. There's a little half of one for Sugar Burger. Here you go. And one for both. No barkies, guys. No barkies. Thank you. All right, let's see. Would you rather get paid to craft but never choose what you make, or craft whatever you want but never sell anything? Okay, so that's easy for me, right? I would much rather never sell anything and just craft what I want to craft. Because like let's say you're working for, I don't know, Diamond Art Club, or you're working for Diamond Dots, or you're working for Jada Gem Shop, or you're working for whatever, right? Whatever. They're gonna choose what they say. It's not like, and let's say that they're gonna pay you to do that. They're gonna choose what to send you. And I mean, really, unless they like you, you're not going to work on what you want to work on. You're going to work on what they want to send you. And for me personally, I don't do this to make money from it, like to make money from the craft itself. Like, yes, YouTube obviously monetizes and there is money in that, but not in the actual diamond paintings themselves. Like I don't need to make money. And I would be fine never selling anything and always picking what I want to do because I like even the things that I'm generally sent from companies, I have some say I receive from them and I finish them because I think that's important, but I'm not told that I have to. I do that because I want to, because it's a piece that I would have worked on anyways, you know? So, yeah, looks like no payment as I'm doing now. Right, Susan? Because I'm going to craft what I want to craft. All right, next question. Oh, this one's interesting. Would you rather have magical scissors that cut anything perfectly or a glue gun that never runs out and never burns you? So I guess that's just kind of like what kind of a crafter are you when you're not diamond painting, right? Because for me personally, having scissors that like cut perfectly are way more useful to me than a glue gun that doesn't burn you. Although when my mom was alive, my mom used to make all of these wreaths and um candle, like not candle, like they were jars and they had like fairy lights in them, and she would put artificial flowers and things. Like she really went all out to decorate different things and used hot glue guns all of the time. And I would make things with her, you know, whatever. And I used to use a glue gun all the time. And man, nothing is worse than hot gluing your finger or, you know, just burning the bejeezles out of yourself, trying to like peel the glue spider web off of things. Like, ugh, not fun. But for now, I would much rather have scissors that like cut perfectly and like never get, if they could never get dull, that would be great. You changed your mind. You need them scissors. Yeah, because like, you know, even being able to, okay, like, because it says cuts perfectly, right? Perfectly. Those plastic, like, I wouldn't even need pre-perforated squares if I could cut perfectly in like 10 centimeter squares. I wouldn't even need pre-perforated plastic, and I wouldn't even have to worry about it like on my other kits because it would just, I would already be able to do it, and it would be perfect. Looking for 498, and I can't find it. I guess I don't have it in the, oh, there it is. Would love a multi-placer that never ran out. Oh yeah. I would love a multi-placer that didn't bend like an IUD. Anything past an 8 for me. That would be great. Because like anything, I am bending. I'm bending it. Like it's definitely bending. You can see that it is definitely not perfect. You can see that it's bent. Like it's harder to tell, but it is definitely bending backwards. I'm a hard placer, you know? But having a multi-placer that didn't bend, and like I don't mind replacing my putty so much. I replace my putty like basically every square. And some of that is because I really work the putty because I'm pushing so hard, right? But I think the nice thing about it is like one, I use up the putty that I buy. So I'm not just sitting on gobs of putty I'm never going to do anything with. And I like new smells and things. Like I don't always use the same smell for every square, which is kind of nice. How are you bending these? I'm telling you, man. I like grind the hell out of, because like when I'm placing my diamonds on the canvas, right? I am like legitimately, I almost rock it too when I lay them. And so I think because I'm doing a rocking motion when I'm placing them, like it naturally puts a bend in it. And I'm a hard placer. And I mean, like, I don't know, something in my mind just tells me, like, all right, grind them damn drills into the canvas. You don't want them falling off of there. Because I don't need to seal my diamond paintings because holy crap, those suckers they're on the canvas. They're on the canvas. You can't deny it. They're down. Oh man. Like anything past an 8, and I'm gonna make it look like an IUD. It's just gonna be backwards. Gonna maybe prevent a pregnancy, but not put any drills on a canvas. Okay, next question. Would you rather only use recycled materials for a year or never use scissors or cutting tools? So would you rather use only recycled materials for a year or never use scissors or cutting tools for a year? So that's tricky, and here's why that's tricky, okay? I use scissors to cut the plastic. I'll lay down a row of release papers, but then I will cut the plastic back as I go. I don't like to roll the plastic back and then have like excess plastic on there. I like to cut it as I go. But that would be tricky because I really like being able to cut the plastic and get it out of my way. Now, granted, Diamond Art Club has made life easier for us by giving us pre-perforated plastic. So on my non-DAC kits or my old DAC kits even, I would have to just release paper and peel it backward. Ugh. Because I wouldn't be able to cut the plastic. So yeah, I'm going to have to, but then if I'm only using recycled materials, I'm going to kind of already do that, right? Like even these, I put back into the baggies that they come out of. All of my storage is recyclable, meaning I use it over and over again. So I guess I'm gonna have to go with recycled materials for a year. I can't go without cutting stuff. Oh, I think Dustin's home. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to go without cutting things. That would be too hard. I'd be using my teeth. Yeah. Definitely. Hey Dustin, guess what I did for the first 10 or 15 minutes of my live? I had set it to private.
Oh.
And I couldn't figure out why like nobody was there. I was like, why am I alone? Why doesn't anybody love me? Like somebody should have stumbled in by accident even. No, I had it set to private like a ding dong. So that's a thing I did. At least I figured it out like 10 minutes in. I was like, oh man. All right.
Talk about your mushroom.
No, because I'm going to talk about like my full mushroom adventure on my Whip and Chat, which I'll be recording tonight. So, okay, let's see. Would you rather craft with your non-dominant hand only, or do every craft blindfolded with help? Oh, beans, sir. Otherwise, put them out there and or put them on a leash. It keeps them quiet. It does. Okay, so non-dominant hand only, or do every craft blindfolded with help. Well, this is not the type of craft that you can do blindfolded, even with help. So I actually know that I can use my non-dominant hand 2-diamond paint. I know that I can because Marissa and I did a challenge wherein we used our non-dominant hand. I mean, it was only for a couple of hours. But I would definitely, I can learn to use my non-dominant hand for diamond painting. Might even be good for me, honestly. Switch it up every now and again. But I know I can't do this craft blindfolded. I can't. Not even with help. They would have to like guide my hand. It wouldn't even be worth it. So I know that non-dominant hand is not it's unlikely that it would work out well, but it is not impossible that it could. I mean, it's not going to look great, but definitely would look better than if I was blindfolded. You know what I mean? Definitely would look better than blindfolded. I imagine if you're doing any craft, being blindfolded is not going to be a possibility, even with, I mean, I suppose if you're a knitter, like knitting blindfolded with some help, you could totally knit blindfolded. I think that's doable. I know people can crochet blindfolded too. I couldn't. Like I could probably do a decent-ish job after a while with knitting blindfolded. Not diamond painting. So I'm going to go ahead and say with my non-dominant hand. Yep, I would just be super slow. Be incredibly slow. Okay, next question. Oof. Would you rather have to finish every craft in one sitting or only be allowed to craft minutes a day? Jesus. Again, it would have to be smaller pieces. So, like, here's the thing. I know feasibly, if I wanted to work on a something like a 40 by 40 kind of mixed color blocking and confetti, like I can finish that in a sitting. Because I can sit for hours in diamond paint. Maybe like a 30 by 30. Let's go 30 by 30, right? If it's less than. I could get pretty far up there where it's not like just paint gems. Okay. 10 minutes a day to diamond paint? Impossible. It would take me 48 years to get something done if I was only going to do it for 10 minutes a day. And it almost seems like a waste of time to do 10 minutes a day, right? Like I might as well just give up. Give up and quit. 10 minutes. 10 minutes a day or all in one sitting. So then I would have to figure out where like the happy medium was for a kit that I could do in one sitting. Because a sitting, I assume would be like a day, right? And I can sit for 8 hours sometimes in diamond paint. Or if all I had to diamond paint each day was 2 hours, then I would just do a paint gem, right? I would rather do it in one sitting than only a day to work on anything. That just sounds like completely impossible, you know? Takes 10 minutes for me to set up. Seriously. Like by then, well, I guess you're done. Guess you're not doing anything today. You can't even do a coaster in 10 minutes unless you're speed painting. I suppose if you're good at that sort of thing, but yeah, I could not. That's just not possible. Not even. All right, next question. Would you rather get a shout out from your favorite crafting influencer or win a lifetime supply of your favorite craft? Duh. I mean, influencers are great, right? Like, honestly, like I've had my favorite diamond painting influencer shout me out and it was great. It was lovely. And I mean, Rachel Ray is just an amazing human being. And I like she's kind and she's generous and she's wonderful. But if I'm getting a free lifetime supply of diamond paintings, like, sorry, Rachel. I mean, I don't know like how you guys feel about that. I would shout you guys out all the time. All you gotta do is ask. Hey, give me a shout out. Say what's up. I shout you out when I say hello, anyways. If I'm your favorite influencer, that's being presumptuous of me. So I'm not gonna guess that I'm your favorite influencer. I don't know. I don't know who you like that much, but like, yeah, screw notoriety. Exactly. It's like, who cares? They said your name. Ooh. Get one of those, what are they called? Where you, Dustin, can you help, please? Get one of those, what are they called? Where you can pay to have your favorite famous person shout you out or whatever. You just pay for that. It's a thing you can do. Just pay for it. Can you imagine a free lifetime supply of diamond paintings? That would be rad. You'd never have to worry. I mean, like, what's a lifetime supply for some people, though, right? Because, like, you know, for some people, that would be like a diamond painting a month or whatever. But whatever, it's free. You can't beat free. It's just like the same way that free food always tastes better. Yeah, free diamond paintings, always better. As long as it's from your favorite diamond painting company, I suppose. A cameo, that's what it is. A cameo. Yeah, pay for a cameo. Oh my goodness. Okay, next question. Let's see. Oh my lord, beans. And he's getting sugar going. Sugar babes. Beans. I'm gonna put you on a leash and bring you over here. Right over here is the bag of treats. Do you want to keep him busy with it? Because I can't. I'm in the middle of doing something, Dustin. I'm gonna peg you in the back of the head, sir. Sit. Sit, Beans. My husband, not the dog. I'm not going to peg the dog in the back of the head. I will 100% peg Dustin in the back of the head with a bone. This kind of a bone, a milk bone. Though I'd probably hit him with a regular bone too. Good. You stop barking. You take a free one a month? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And like for me, it's like 3 to 4 a month. That's crazy. That would honestly be like pretty life changing. Okay, next one. Ooh. Rather accidentally sit on a hot glue gun, ouch, or spill resin, like, you know, liquid resin, all over your favorite pants. Well, like, what are you doing wearing your favorite pants while you're pouring resin and stuff, anyways? But sitting on a hot glue gun does not sound awesome. So buy pants. I guess, you know what? Listen, they're ruined at that point. You're never wearing your favorite pants ever again. So that'll teach you. You can buy new pants. But to have a burned butt from a hot glue gun does not sound like a great day. Like, that does not sound awesome. I know, Beans, I have a treat for you right here, but you got to stop making sounds. You got to stop barking at things that are outside. Okay? You do. You have to stop barking at stuff. I'll give you another little piece. Little piece. There you go. Screw them pants. That's what I'm saying. Buy pants. Nice knowing you. Been great knowing you, pants. Nope, don't need that one. Should really put these like in order so I can see what I'm doing. Yes, no, yeah, 14. Sure. Oh wait, this one, that one. 28, 30. There. Okay. Now they're in order. Now I'll be able to find them a little easier. It must not be my favorite pants if I'm wearing them while crafting. That is right, Abby. That is exactly right. All right. Would you rather lose your entire stash of washi tape or accidentally throw away your diamond painting, like completed diamond painting? Would you rather lose your entire stash of washi tape or accidentally throw away your best finished diamond painting? Buy washi tape. See you later. I mean, I don't use washi tape as much really anymore anyways. Now I don't use it to section things because I'll use like release papers and you know what I mean? Like I can get around using washi tape. The only thing that I use washi tape for now really is to like put around the end of uh my tips to fit into my pens. I can buy new washi tape, but to like accidentally throw away a finished diamond painting, I can't. Jen must have a crazy washi tape collection. That is all I can guess. It must be a real good one. Oh, but you probably got like Simply Gilded and stuff like that, huh? I do not. I do not have a Simply Gilded collection. Mine is like, well, okay, so you're not gonna be able to see all of it, but like most of what I have is like this is some of it, like from Diamond Art Club or things that I've picked up at the dollar store or like one in things or whatever. Like it is not a gilded collection. I've got like a few drawers that have some different sized ones, but it is not Simply Gilded. I have a lot of washi tape, but if I had to replace it, I would just get the bundle from DAC. Oh, there you go. That bundle from DAC actually looks really good. So yeah, I must assume that Sujin's got like some Simply Gilded. You got cute anime girl washi tape. Oh, that is cute. That is pretty cute. My friend just had a diamond painting get thrown away on accident. It was a gift. Oh no. That sucks. That sucks real bad. Like, thanks for your gift. Just pitch it in the garbage. How did that even happen? That'd be pretty small, you would think. Like your friend loves you. Kidding, they hate you. They throw your shit away. Okay. Next question. You just got the DAC bundle today. Ooh, okay. Next question. Would you rather have to craft in silence or only be allowed to listen to polka music while crafting? Ooh. I mean, polka can be fun. I can't do total silence though. That's hard. But only polka music? Like, there's only so many times you can listen to Roll Out the Barrel before you want to put a barrel in your mouth. You know what I mean? What'd you say, Dustin? I'm not even silent when I'm sleeping. No, I'm not. Yeah, just that. I can't even have it silent when I'm asleep. Like I have something making sounds constantly. It is how I live my life. So I might just have to get used to polka music. I mean, Weird Al plays polka. I could probably get down with some polka, I guess. I guess I'm gonna have to go with some polka music because I can't sit in silence. I can't. I cannot. What am I gonna do? Talk to my family? Like, even my family's not totally silent. So I'd have to get everybody to leave my house in order to craft in total silence anyway. I have to kick everyone out. How's that going to work? It won't. There's always ambient noise near my apartment. That's the city for you. Yeah. Well, that too. Like, oh my gosh, it's not trains, it's ambulances, police, just foot traffic, beans barking. That's the thing too. Oh my God. I can't even imagine trying to keep it silent in here anyways. Like, we have the TV going just simply so that they can't hear what's happening on the street. So that they're not barking at every freaking foot, like, person walking on foot past the house, because they will bark. My dogs can't even handle it being silent while I'm crafting. So, yeah, no. I'm going to have to learn how to love polka, I guess. I'm sure there's got to be a wide variety, right? And I mean, like, no, I guess it's not polka, it's just accordion music. I was to say, like, isn't like most traditional, like, Mexican music doesn't have a polka vibe, but no, I guess it's just accordion. Doesn't really count. My entire existence is dictated around me not experiencing silence. Seriously. Whatever I gotta do. Beans, relax, bro. I just gave you a piece of it. There. Lay down, dude. Take a pill, sir. All right. Next question. Would you rather only craft using items from the dollar store, or only use one supply, like just yarn or just stickers, for a month? Would you rather only craft using items from the dollar store, or only use one supply, like just yarn or just stickers, for a month? Well, is that sorry? What are you even barking at, my friend? So here's my question with regard to this, right? So if both situations are for a month, okay, that's what I'm going to say, just straight out, because one ends with a month, the other one just, okay. So would I rather use stuff from the dollar store for a month, only stuff from the dollar store for a month, or only one crafting supply for a month? I'm going to go ahead and say, like, I would try stuff out from the dollar store. I've seen some pretty cool little projects, especially if it's only for a month, right? It's only for a month. I can deal with stuff from the dollar store. I'm not that fancy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not so hoity-toity that I can't use dollar store stuff. Sounds awfully self-important, you know? And I'm not that dude. Right, a month. It'll be over eventually. And I might find something I like from in fact, I've gotten washi tapes from the Dollar Tree. I've gotten stuff from the Dollar Tree. Granted, my Dollar Tree does not have diamond paintings. I've checked. I have looked and looked and looked, and I could not find any diamond painting stuff there. But if they had diamond paintings there, hell yeah. In fact, I got these cool, like, little wooden things that I was planning on putting, like, my extra diamonds onto from the Dollar Tree. So maybe I, like, for a month, that's what I do. I use my extra diamonds and I do something like some little crafty thing that I found at the dollar store. I am totally fine with that. It's a month. But I do using one supply, that I can't do. Cannot do that. Okay, next question. Ooh. Another piece of there. Oh, whoops, wrong one. Let's put a new one in there. Next question. I'll take these stickers off. Would you rather have a project be 90% done, but never quite finished, or have to start over every time you make a mistake? Oh my God. Well, see, the reason that I gave up cross stitch was because whenever I made a mistake, I would have to spend so much freaking time going back and like ripping out the stitches and essentially starting over. That's what it felt like, was that I was basically just freaking starting over again. I would much rather get 90% of the way done than to have to start over again every time I make a mistake. Do you know how often I lay the wrong freaking drills? That I would have to start the whole thing over? I mean, if it was just that section or if it was just that color or whatever, but trust and believe, I go through and change colors after I had finished half the damn diamond painting. And I have gone back and I have fixed the colors that I made a mistake on. I have done that. But I can't imagine if I make a simple mistake like I do constantly and have to start the whole thing again. The whole thing? No. If it was just that section, if it was just that color, if it was just that thing, fine. But having to start the whole thing? No. Nuh-uh. Not doing it. It is not part of my narrative. Beans, come here. I hate I hate it. It's the worst thing in the whole world. Used to do that for weddings and quinceañeras to make the cutlery and champagne flutes because it's easier to buy. Yeah. They have some pretty all right stuff at the dollar store. Okay, next question. Would you rather have your cat or dog help you with every project, or have to clean up glitter spills every single day? Well, considering my pets do help me with all of my projects, like my live streams, they come over and, Beans will make sure to stick his nose up underneath my arm and move my hand out of the way and let me know, like, hey, I've been waiting for you to finish this square for too long. I need you to get up and take me for a W right now. They already help me every day. Cleaning up a glitter spill? Hell no. Who likes that? Who would choose that? Not me. I couldn't do it. Cat's just been promoted. Yeah. And I can't tell you how much like dog and cat glitter I have all over everything. See also fur. Everything I have has at least 1 to 85 of Beans' hairs legitimately stuck to the canvas underneath the drills. You don't ever see them. They're under there though. Trust and believe that there are Beans' hairs stuck to every one of my canvases or the sides of my canvas. It is what it is, but I'm not cleaning up a bunch of glitter. That's not happening. I pass on that. Hard pass. Cuddling is helping. That's right. Cuddling can be helping. Beans barking at nothing, that could be helping, I guess. Maybe he thinks he's helping. He's warning me of foot pads that are going to try and break into my house while I'm busy relaxing and diamond painting. He lets me know that it's not safe. Oh, man. Next question. Would you rather win a craft room makeover, but have to give away all your current stash, or keep your stash forever, but never get anything new? Oh, what? Okay. Would you rather win a craft room makeover, but have to give away all your current stash, or keep your stash forever, but never get anything new? Well, here's the thing about that, right? On the one hand, right? On the one hand, yay for a craft room makeover, but like my current stash would not last me longer than 2 years. That's the problem. So it's like if I'm not able to buy anything new, I can only do this craft for a couple more years. Like I will run out of stash. But I have some things that, like, one in particular, I know would be damn near impossible to replace because it was damn near impossible to find the first time. Now, granted, the other one that was damn near impossible to find the first time, I have already completed. So, geez, man, I don't know what to do here. Because at least if I can buy new stuff, then I'm not going to run out of stash. I hate this question. I hate this question. I hate this question because I love my stash. Okay, on the one condition that I get to work on all of my Moraleses and Mystery 47 prior to this makeover. Oh my God, I'd have to find them all. How would I even? That's evil. That's just evil. Why? This is an evil question. I hate this question. Unless the makeover includes a new house, there ain't no place to have a craft room makeover, but I refuse to answer. Oh, man. Sujin says, makeover, I can find 95% of my stash eventually. See, that's true. That is true. Okay, but assuming that you have a room for makeover, right? This is all assuming that you have a makeover area that you could work with. Because obviously, like, it doesn't work if you don't have a makeover area. If you did have a makeover area, how would you answer this question? Ugh, man. I mean, yeah, there's no way I can't not buy new things. I can't. I will run out of a stash in 3 years. I would be out. And then what do? Never buy a new one. So I guess I'm just going to have to try and relocate everything. Maybe with this stash, or maybe with this makeover, I just get a new stash, right? Okay, what if that was the case? What if that was the case where, like, okay, you would get a craft room makeover that you had a space for, okay? You would get a craft room makeover, and along with that would be a stash equal to the number that you have, but not the same paintings. I could maybe work my way around that. All the ones I don't want. Get the ones that I had to begin with. Buy them all again. I don't know. I hate that question. That question sucks butts. Okay, let's see. Ouch. Would you rather accidentally super glue your project to your table, or run out of your favorite color, or a color? We'll say a color because favorite color doesn't even make sense. Halfway through every project. Well, the accidentally super gluing your project to the table only happens once. But every project you would run out of a color, forget about that. Nope. One of them's taking it for the team. I don't know which one it's going to be, but one of them is going to take it for the team and get super glued to the table. In fact, I will just resin over, I will finish the diamond painting, okay? Super glued to the table. I would resin over it, and now it is my table. That's how that would work. Because yeah, I'm not going to be running out of a color every freaking time I do a diamond painting. That would be so frustrating. It'd be like buying Amazon kits every freaking, that just don't know what they're doing. They don't know how to measure. I don't know. Granted, I've been lucky, knock wood. I've been lucky. I don't run out of colors very often. Like, it's rare. It's very rare that it happens, but it is really annoying when it does. Really super annoying. So I couldn't even imagine dealing with that on every single canvas. No thanks. Plus, I think I would have some things to say about the quality control at some places if I was running out of diamonds all the time. Just ran out on this last one and about lost my mind. Oh, I would too. My first purchases from there had me stressing. Oh, yeah. You've had that happen a lot of times with Diamond Art Club? Yeesh. Yeah, I've only had it happen with DAC like once, I think. And I was able to replace the colors. I had plenty in another kit, so it didn't make so much a difference. Like I was able to replace them. But yeah, I've not really had that happen too often. Where's all my bags? There we go. They were hiding on me. Super glue, new table color. That's what I'm saying. Yep. You just finish the project and you put resin over top of it, and boom, you got a new tabletop. Very fancy. Like, this is where you live now. I get lucky to not run out. Yeah. Hi, Laurel. Welcome. Okay. Next question. Okay. Hold on. Would you rather? Trying to figure out a way to phrase this better. Would you rather have to explain your favorite craft to a confused relative every day, or be taught by your worst enemy how to do it perfectly? So would you rather have to explain, or whatever, your favorite craft to a confused relative every day, or have your worst enemy teach you how to do it perfectly? So that one is tricky because I don't have worst enemies. I mean, I have a couple of worst enemies, I suppose. What did you just say?
What if your worst enemy?
What if your worst enemy is yourself? We'll talk about that later. We'll discuss that later. That'll be for my therapy session. So the thing about that is, like, I don't have hangups on people teaching me things. Like, I don't get bent out of shape learning how to do something from other people, blah 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 blah. Like, I don't care if they're my worst enemy and my best friend. If they're teaching me how to do something better, then that's great. Because I've learned lots of things from people that I dislike. I've learned how to do a lot of things better from people that I did not like. I've had plenty of bosses that I didn't like that taught me how to do things, and eventually I just learned to do them better than I did. So because I'm going to tell you what, like, I can 100% explain diamond painting to people who don't get it Like, that's not the issue. But there are certain ones of my relatives that I would not want to explain it to them every single day. So that's where my problem's coming in. It's not because that, and I just, like I said, I don't know. I don't have a problem with somebody. I don't care if I don't like them. If they can teach me how to do something better, then I learn how to do something better. That's all. You choose the one every day. Yeah. Well, listen, maybe you have relatives you don't mind explaining things to. I have relatives I definitely don't want to do that with. Is the worst enemy? Yes. The worst enemy is just like a one-time thing. Your worst enemy is teaching you how to do it perfectly. But I guess, you're feeling some type of way because it's your worst enemy and maybe you don't want to learn worst enemy. My worst enemy couldn't tell me what color the sky is. Yeah, well, that happens too, That happens too. It just depends. Like, I don't have anybody, like I said, in particular that I feel that strongly about. Well, that is not totally true. I do get a queasy feeling when I deal with certain people, just because of the way that they behave. But that doesn't mean that I would not listen to them necessarily. I would just grit my teeth through it one time and just move on with my life. Figure out how to do it better than they do it. That's probably what I would do as my, because yeah, I tend to take what someone else teaches me and then learn to do it better anyway. Because that's like my goal in life, is try to be better than other people at the things that I do, no matter what that is. But that's like, that's my whole complex problem. Right. Yes. If I have people I dislike, then I just ignore them because hate is a very, very, very strong feeling. And if you can devote that much time and energy to a person that you dislike, then you can probably try and figure out one thing about that person that you do like. If you're willing to waste that much energy on not liking them, like, maybe spend time figuring out one thing. And I don't want to do that. Beans, come here. Treat. Come here. Do you want a treat? Uh-oh, Bowie's gonna get it. He's like, I don't even care. I don't want that. All right, let's see here. Next question. That's the same question again. Nope. Okay. Would you rather have every piece you make have slightly crooked drills, or would you rather have to remake every project 3 times? No. See, again, I'm not going to do that. Because honestly, I know my placement is good. However, if it wasn't and I was enjoying myself, then why the hell are people looking that hard at it? You know what I mean? I'm the one who's looking at it and judging it like that. And if I wanted to lay them upside down, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that because that's what I want to do. But this is like when I get to thinking about, like, oh man, I ran out of X color and this is as close as I could get, and da 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 da. And I'm thinking to myself, like, oh my gosh, okay, like try to follow, for instance. I dropped a row. Like, you only know that because I told you about it, right? But if you got close enough, I suppose you could probably see that I dropped a row. It's in the black area though, so it's really hard to find. That said, if somebody is up that close to my damn diamond painting, first of all, I'm gonna smack you in the back of the head like, what are you doing? Get off my diamond painting. Like, you don't need to be all that close to it. Judging me. judging my placement. So I would just, yeah, I would just have to place them crookedly because I'm not gonna do a project 3 times. Twice, I might do a diamond painting 2 times if I really enjoyed it, but I'm not about to do it 3 times. That's too much. Crooked is just gonna have to be okay with me. I'm just gonna have to get over that. I do like laying them properly, but I'd get over it. It's for my enjoyment. All right, let's see. Oh, here's an oldie but a goodie. Would you rather only craft in black and white or only be allowed to like use rainbow colors? Like it would have to have the whole rainbow in it. And that's an easy one for me. I would much rather just do everything rainbows. I love rainbows. I've always loved rainbows. Always loved rainbows. Some of my favorite finishes, in fact, are like rainbow colored. Foxy Lady is awesome. That's rainbow. It has rainbow tail on the fox. Grand Canal and Basilica Venice has like essentially a rainbow color palette. Try to Follow, that has a rainbowy color palette. Basically, almost all of the Color Out of Places have a rainbow color palette. Like Chroma by Margaret Morales is a rainbow color palette. Like I love rainbows far more than I do black and white. So yeah, for me, it's gonna have to be rainbows forever. Rainbows forever. I'll go for that. That's totally fine with me. Totally fine. Looks like everybody else is with me on that. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Would you rather? Let's see. One of these do I like best? Oh, ouch. Would you rather have your craft supplies double every night? Your stash. Let me ask it better. Would you rather have your stash double every night and eventually take over your entire house, or be forced to use up your entire stash before buying more? Would you rather have your craft supplies your stash double every night and eventually take over your house, or be forced to use up your entire stash before you could buy more? That's a hard one, right? Because some of the pieces that have come out recently, like I bought them because I wanted them and I want to do them. But I'm also getting to a point where like money isn't, I don't have unlimited funds. Though if it was doubling on its own overnight, it would just eventually take over my home. And so I'd have to kick my family out. So I don't know if I see the problem there. But Dustin, there is no way he would allow me to have a stash that just kept doubling and doubling and doubling to where it just like we lived. I guess I could build a house out of diamond painting boxes, right? Like Minecraft, yeah. I mean, he'd make me move to the backyard.
It is.
Samurai swords have 1,000,000 fold. I don't know about 1,000,000.
Something like that.
Okay, lots of fold.
Only a handful, only a small amount of time. Potentially.
Well, of course. I mean, it would like in 2 nights it would be at 300. Well, okay, overnight it would be at 300, and then 600, and then 1,200, and then yeah, like in days. It would take days for it to be out of control. Right. And you wouldn't even be able to, I mean, you'd have to go beyond a storage unit, Susan. Like you would have to go like rent out, I don't even know what. Taking over my house and starting a new business. but like but like truly, I think I would have to like put myself on full pause, use up my stash because I have a feeling I'm up to a point now where everything that I want, basically everything that I need, because I don't really need diamond paintings, but I need diamond paintings, right? Everything that I desire from archive, I pretty much have. You know what I mean? Like I yeah, there's things out of archive that it would be cool if I had it, but I could do without it. I mean, obviously, yes, you would sell those things, right? But like in a world where that's not possible, where these are just yours, they've just legitimately taken over your home. I would definitely have to like hard pause. Let me just get through my stash. Cause again, it would only take me a couple of years. And then I would have to go from there. That's how that would have to go. Because Dustin, again, he would not let me live here anymore if I was. He'd be like, "Nah, you gotta go. You only have 5 in your stash. Well, okay, so it'll take you a little longer. Because maybe like 5 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 80. So you'd have. Wait, are you talking, Jamie? Are you talking to me or are you talking to Susan? Because I don't do maths. I know you do maths. In 20 days, you would have over 1 million.
A million on camera.
I guess that makes sense if you're doubling and doubling and doubling. Because your 40 folds folded over would turn into 80 folds, and 80 folds turned over. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. In a month, it's 1 billion. Jesus. That's crazy. Yeah. That's starting with 1 kit. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah, that's nuts. So, yeah. Because, I mean, like, even a piece of paper can only be folded so many times, right? You take a piece of paper, you fold it in half. Let's say that's 1 to 2 pieces, and then 2 to 4 pieces. And that's 4 to 8 pieces, 8 to 16, 16 to 32, and you're at a point where you really can't fold the paper anymore, right? Yeah. And then, like with your 5, you could get done with those in a month and start buying again, or whatever, however long it takes you to finish those. Yeah. That'd be crazy. Thank you for doing the math, Jamie, because I don't math. Like I said, it's not my thing. It's definitely not my thing. All right. Well, look at that, guys. I managed to kit down 2 kits, even though I still have not yet touched my Elizabeth Ward storage. Beans, sir. Your dad is getting you water. All right. Speaking of water, I need to go make some. That's, code for I gotta go to the bathroom because I'm over 40 and I don't hold it so well anymore. But I am headed to the usual place. If you guys want to hang out in Discord and do some chitty chatting, I would love to see you in there, do some voice chatting. I do need to cook some mushrooms. So hopefully some of you will hang out with me while I do that. Take a walk first and then I will cook mushrooms. But like I said, if you want to join me over in Discord, there is a link down in the description. If you do not already have, Discord as part of your stuff, it is free. So if you want to come on in, join, hang out, do some chatting, I hope to chat with you. Otherwise, if nobody wants to chat, that's totally fine with me too. But otherwise, you guys, I'm going to get out of here a few minutes early, even though, and even though I was 10, 15 minutes late because I'm a ding dong who started the live on private. I learned something. That's okay. But I'm going to get out of here. Like I always say, you guys, I hope that wherever you are in this great, big, beautiful, exponentially wonderful world of ours, that you are having a phenomenal morning, evening, or afternoon. It is wherever you are. All right, guys, I will see you again on Thursday on Twitch and again on Saturday right here on YouTube, 7:30 p.m. Central.